Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have had the chance to try 6 new fragrances and I have some thoughts to share with you, some positive, some not so much. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments as we go along. If you have tried these, please do let us know your opinion. Did you enjoy it or was it a no for you? Let's talk. And then there are a few I want to get my nose on, so I'll share what those are at the end of the video and ask if you've had the chance to try it and if they're worth the time to go sample. First up is one that surprised me and not in a good way, but then I changed my mind, and that is Chalet from Brown Girl Jane. I was really excited to try this. It's classified as a warm and spicy fragrance, and the primary notes called out are white chocolate truffle, champagne, and dark cacao. There's also plum, jasmine, vanilla, and sandalwood. So here's the thing about this. And I did purchase a whole travel spray. By the way, these Brown Girl Jane travel sprays are so precious with these light pink bottles. And I love the font choice and all of that. I just think it's so precious. Anyway, you all, when I first tried this, I had this exact thought. I am so tired of Bianco latte and all of its flankers. That is what I got from this initially, to the point where I put this aside, had a disappointment about it, and thought, I'm kind of done with that. Anything that smells like that, I've had enough. And I had Bianco latte and I enjoyed it, ended up selling it. It's with a new owner and a new home. But there's so many fragrances out in the market that smell like that, and it's not my preferred vanilla scent profile. It's nice, but I like other more creamy, perhaps more complex vanillas and sometimes much more simple vanillas. Anyway, that part is neither here nor there. I just wrote it off as another Bianco latte dupe. Recently tried it again and had a completely different experience with it. I still think it has sort of a Bianco latte base, but I'm definitely getting much more of a sort of chocolate accord at this point. And it's a nice milky chocolate. Do I pick up champagne in the fragrance? Not really. Let me know if you do, if you have tried it. I do think it's softer, creamier, more interesting and intriguing than when I first tried it out. I had just written it off and I actually quite like it right now. I don't know that I will do a full bottle of Chalet, but I will certainly try more with the travel spray and see if it's one that I end up sort of falling in love with or just liking enough to wear from time to time. To me, this isn't a spicy fragrance, but I do find it warm, creamy, vanillic, chocolatey, and it's got potential. So I'm going to give this sort of a thumb to the side, but kind of leaning up on Chalet. Let's move on to more. So this is not a fragrance I was interested in purchasing, but I did want to try it just to share my thoughts with you. It's from Fugazzi and it is the Orange Crush Extrait version. I haven't tried the original, so I can't speak to that. And if I tried it, I don't remember it. So this is the Extrait version. The way that you can tell the difference is this has the black lettering on the front. Let me give you an example. So this is the Angel Dust extrait from the same brand, and you see that it has black lettering. The regular version will have sort of a more clear or gray lettering. So anyway, this is as expected and as others have described it, pretty heavy on the citrus. It's a really lovely orange. Orange is one of those notes that could be either overpowering, maybe even smell a little bit cheap, dare I say. I hate to use that word, but sometimes it's appropriate. This is a lovely, beautiful, almost like an artistic orange. Definitely a woody base and a touch of muskiness. And that's kind of what you get in the fragrance. Perhaps there's a little bit of pepperiness or something like that far in the distance, but it is a lovely, perfumey, artistic orange that's almost like a creamy orange, woodiness in the background, some muskiness. As it dries down a little bit, I get hints of, believe it or not, Valleja, like that sort of aldehydic laundry clean smell in the background. So this gets a thumbs up, especially for those of you that are citrus woody lovers. That scent profile definitely has a place in my collection, particularly when I want to smell fresh and clean. This is nice. I don't know that I am interested in a full bottle myself per se, because I have other fragrances that scratch this itch. If you don't and you're looking for something like this, I think it's really quite nice. So then I'm going to move on to a fragrance that I was eager to try because I enjoy the brand. I enjoy the creator of the brand. She's a YouTuber, Stephanie Ledda. I've been watching her for many years. And so I wanted to support her brand and try this out. I didn't think I would love it, and that has proven to be the case for me. However, if you are a coffee lover, you may enjoy the new 8 Cafe Josephine. I purchased this. This was not sent in PR. This is another one. I'm going to tell you, when I first sprayed it, I had almost the exact same reaction as I had for Chalet. Oh no, another Bianco latte dupe, except this one has coffee in it. That was the reaction that I had to this. As I've tried it a little bit more, I'm picking up more of the coffee, and it's almost like a coffee syrup. It's like a dark coffee drink that has syrup pumped into it, even like a dark cacao kind of scent sitting on top of the Bianco latte base. So it's vanilla, like an airy, fluffy vanilla kind of base with a dark chocolatey coffee and perhaps a little bit of syrup infused. Is supposed to open with toasted almond and coconut milk. The heart or the mid is coffee, brown sugar, frothed milk, and espresso. And then has a Madagascar, vanilla, sandalwood, and caramelized amber base. Gosh, all of that sounds so fantastic to me. And yet, what I get is exactly what I described, the Bianco latte with a little bit of dark coffee, perhaps a little bit of a cocoa touch, and a little bit of syrup infused. So, this is a pass for me. I don't want to smell like this. I'm glad that I tried it. I think if you're into that kind of fragrance, you may enjoy this. I will say that this is getting rave reviews. So I may be in the minority. A lot of people really love this fragrance. Take that for what it's worth. This will be in the giveaway. I have no regrets about purchasing and trying it out, but this is not for me. So then let me move on to Layla from Tocca, which I was super excited to try. I actually purchased that one, tried it, and I rarely, if ever, do this. I took it back. I took it back to Ulta. Yes, I know what happens when you take bottles back. I could not keep that, and I didn't feel right passing it along because I disliked it. That's unfortunate. I like Tocca as a brand, love the bottles, love the concept. So the advertisement for this fragrance made it appear as though it was going to smell like like a spongy cake and delectable, sweet, yummy. I can't explain to you what it was about this fragrance that I didn't enjoy, but there was something forced about it. I definitely got some citrus tones, I got florals, and then I got this weird, almost like chemically musky thing happening that was very off putting. I will tell you what else. So Chelsea from Perfume on the Porch had mentioned in a comment when I was talking about this fragrance in another video that she had tried it and that her husband wondered if she was trying on a men's cologne, like a men's fragrance. And I could not get that out of my head. So when I tried on Layla, I was like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what Chelsea's husband was talking about because it does smell masculine to me. It smelled masculine. It smelled like a men's, like a fresh men's cologne or something. And it just wasn't for me. I tried. I tried. I wore that thing for a full day. No, it was just, this was a no. I can't. I cannot. I'm sorry. If you like it, I love that for you. And you're welcome to disagree with me in the comments and let everybody else know that you loved it. In fact, some of you have already told me that you love Layla. I was so excited to try it. I love the name of it, Layla, which reminds me of the Eric Clapton song. It reminds me of Princess Leia from Star Wars. I just have great associations with the name Layla. And unfortunately, this did not smell feminine. And there was something, I hate to use this word too, but sometimes this also applies a little bit screechy about this fragrance to me. So unfortunately, that's a pass. Yikes. So then I also had the chance to try Vanilla Haze Extrait. I have the original Vanilla Haze and I love it. It's like a caramel, vanilla, sweet, creamy, drizzly dream of a fragrance without being too in gourmand territory, which I love. Like you can wear it to work without feeling like you're suffocating people with a desserty smell. So I really like the original. I have Vanilla Haze Extrait sprayed on and I like it, and it was reminding me of something, and I'll tell you, it's reminding me of You, question mark, by House of Dastan. Now, this is a fig and sandalwood fragrance, but I got vibes of this. I know that sounds weird because they are very different fragrances, and in fact, I don't think they smell the same, but there is like something about this that made me think about Vanilla Haze Extrait or vice versa. This is a much deeper version of the original Vanilla Haze. In fact, I might say they're two completely different fragrances if you ask me. There's like a woodier, nuttier facet to Vanilla Haze Extrait that makes it more appropriate for super cold weather. Like if you thought that the original Vanilla Haze was perhaps a little bit on the lighter side or not quite as thick, ooey gooey as you would like it to be, which it doesn't come across like that to me, right? And that's part of what I like about it. You might like Vanilla Haze Extrait. I will likely pass on a bottle of this only because I have other fragrances that give me parts and pieces of it enough. But I think it's nice. As it settles down more, the saffron in the fragrance comes out or something that smells like saffron. It almost even has like a slightly leathery touch. I got it. Here we go. If you combined House of Dastan You with something like Cavort, crazy, I know, added a little bit of nuttiness, you might get a sense of what Vanilla Haze smells like. I don't feel like it's super gourmand. I feel like it has gourmand touches, but it's primarily like a woody, nutty fragrance. with hints of caramel and a lot of vanilla sort of drizzled all over the top of it. I think it's nice. I really do. So I give Vanilla Haze Extrait a thumbs up, even though I'm not sure I would be in a rush to add it to my personal collection, but it's a really great release. Well, I guess I had 7 fragrances because I forgot about this one before I get to the 7th one. Acro Crush, I recently talked about this in my September fragrance awards. I think this bottle is so pretty with just like the perfect nudie pink. I'm all about this color these days. This is primarily a soft rose, vanilla, and praline note. I also feel like it has some woodiness that isn't called out in the note structure, like something like a sandalwood in the base. And I said in that video that I nearly choked my husband out with this when I wore it because I doused myself in it. We got in a car ride and it was just like it filled up the car and overwhelmed him and he didn't like it. I like it. I think it's really nice. It's powdery. It has a creaminess to it as well, a sort of gourmand facet from that praline, which is almost like this like chocolatey, nutty combo type of scent that's sweet. And the rose is just soft in here. And so I think all around this is a fun scent, particularly for here in the fall or maybe early spring. And I quite liked it. For me, this lasted forever. You know, remember, I doused myself in this, like I sprayed myself down, but it went on and on all the way into the late evening. So that's Acro Crush. It gets a thumbs up from me. And then a fragrance that has really captured my attention, and I want to sample this even more because this may be an addition to the collection for me. This is Florentine Diamond by Thameen. And the notes here are cocoa and mandarin at the top, sugarcane, tuberose, and barley in the middle, and then vanilla, oak, and oud in the base. This is sexy, exy, exy, y'all. Ooh, you do have to like tuberose. It is not a super pronounced heavy, heady tuberose, but it does add that beautiful floral allure. Okay. Mega sexy. Sort of gourmand touches from some of those notes. Smooth, creamy, woody base to it. I mean, it draws me right in. The vanilla with the oudy notes in the base is beautiful, nice, deep, nearly like an ambery accord in the base with that gorgeous tuberose facet. Ooh, the opening of this. Let me spray it again, y'all. It's like the opening of this and me, we can have a moment, you know? So intoxicating. It's like fresh and floral and gourmand and woody and vanillic all at the same time. I think this is beautiful. I do want to give it a full wear before I share sort of final thoughts on it. But my gosh, the house really did its thing with this fragrance. This is fabulous. And this has been a hit or miss house for me. I have loved some from this house, and there have been some that just really were off putting for me. So I'm glad that I gave this one a try because I was nearly going to write it off and just go, I don't think I can do any more Thameen fragrances. I have a few of their florals. I have one of their tuberose fragrances, but this one, Florentine Diamond, is absolutely worth checking out. Mega sexy, deep, beautiful. Like this could be someone's signature scent. Sweet, tuberose, slightly gourmand, vanilla, woody. Oh, just alluring. Okay, now I need your opinion. Should I pick up Shalimar L'Essence? Or is it just gonna feel like another vanilla? Be honest with me. I'm hearing really great reviews. I haven't heard any reviews of people that don't like it. Like everyone that has tried this or bought it really liked it. And I love the description that I've heard a few times that it's like getting part of the L'Art M material line from Guerlain without the price tag, that it's that special of a vanilla fragrance. The original Shalimar I used to own. My mom wore it. She wore the heck out of it back in the day. In fact, some of my aunts wore it as well. Very strong fragrance, heavy for me on the animalic touches with the leather, and I forget what else is in there, but definitely some leather. A little touch of like skank in that fragrance. Beautiful citrus, vanilla, powderiness. I think there's iris and Shalimar as well. Anyway, I'd like to know your thoughts on L'Essence. And I'm talking about the original Shalimar, y'all. There have been a lot of flankers that have different, vibes to them. But let me know about L'Essence. Is it really that great of a vanilla? Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. I would also like to hear your thoughts on Vanille Couture from YSL. Do tell, that one has gotten mixed reviews as well. I love the bottle on this. I'm hearing either rave reviews or it's just not that special, like it's a watered down version of the original Lieb is the critique that I've heard. But then I've heard from others about what a sophisticated vanilla it is, how warm it is, that the lavender is beautiful. I need to know. This would be a blind buy for me as well. I have not seen it in my Sephoras to try out. I have several Sephoras. I have a beautiful new big Sephora nearby. I'm so excited about it. So maybe I'll go in there and see if they have it, but I definitely would like to hear from you if you have tried this. Have we talked about the new Lift Me Up from Initio? I feel like I mentioned it in a video as an up and coming release, but I don't remember. Maybe we did. The note structure here is giving me vibes of Initio Musk Therapy from the same house with maybe more florals. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Bergamot and magnolia at the top, ylang ylang and tonka in the middle, and then vanilla and musk in the base. It sounds fabulous. This is one I'm definitely interested in trying out. I think it could be unique. I haven't heard very many reviews. The few that I've heard all seem positive. So would love to hear your thoughts on that. And then I hope I am pronouncing this correctly. NOVAE vanilla. Help me out in the comments if that is not the pronunciation from Atelier des Ors. This is supposed to be a powdery vanilla. And so I've heard mostly that this is watered down, too light. But this is the interesting thing about reviews, particularly on review sites like Fragrantica and places like that. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups that are just brutal on new fragrances. So I can't really take the comments seriously because people are just so overly judgmental and critical of new fragrances. Like they expect every single new release to just blow their minds. And I don't think that's realistic. Like we have to treat, this is my opinion, perfumes as what they are. They're an accessory, right? Does every piece of jewelry that you put on completely blow your mind? Are you enamored staring at your rings all day and your earrings and all of that? You know what I mean? Is every piece of clothing, new clothing that you buy, just like the most amazing thing? I don't know. There's this like utilitarian thing to a fragrance where I just kind of want to smell, I want to smell good. Sometimes I want to smell mind blowing, but it doesn't have to be every day. And every new release doesn't have to blow my socks off. I want to know, does it smell good? Does it smell good on me? Is this something that I could see myself wearing? That's what I want to know. So I'm skeptical sometimes of reviews on fragrance sites and in various social media groups because people just can be so unbelievably critical and brutal. That said, I really want to hear from all of you who have been hanging out with me on this channel for a while. We have pretty honest conversation back and forth in the comments. Nove Vanilla. What do we think of this? Is it worth picking up? Is it worth trying out? Let me know your thoughts. Looks like it's a ton of vanilla mineral notes and mimosa absolute at the top, vanilla absolute, bourbon vanilla, Madagascar vanilla in the middle, that's a lot of vanilla, and then musk and amberwood in the base. Amberwood and I don't always get along. Of course, the fragrance description doesn't tell you much. It's just so random, some of these descriptions. The stars, the light, the eternal. Nove embodies all of this, an astral presence that shines brightly against an endless dark sky. In the same way, this vanilla reveals itself in a new radiance. Don't be bringing us no old, tired ass radiance. Bring us the new radiance. Unusual, touched with a mineral stellar freshness. By its side, mimosa lends a solar sweetness, luminous and delicate. I don't know what the hell all that means. So, y'all tell me what you think if you've gotten a chance to try this. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy these new fragrance reviews and chats. Take care. Bye.